Hi, my beautiful tribe. Today is Sunday, and I just thinking of you. And now here I am. You see, the color is already golden. It's everywhere. Yesterday we were here in the evening, and the sunset was amazing. I put the picture for you also, so that you can see. It was very beautiful when the light just touching, like when the sun is going down and the last ray of the sun touch around the forest. And wow, this little thing is just giving me so much joy. And today I wanted to share with you also about emotion, because I found we are sometimes, when we say the word emotion, many times people have a negative, not all the time, but some people are like, oh, you're so emotional and so on. But actually we are made out of all these emotions, and of course we are emotional, and we have to learn actually how to use these emotions to serve us, and not to feel like, oh, I feel emotional is good, because this is what actually move things around. But to learn to work with the emotions, or to see that our emotions is so important. I talked to a friend yesterday, and he shared his point of view about emotions that very interesting, and I wanted to share with you. When he not skip sadness and not jump to right away to anger, everything has its own place. Like the sadness also bring a lot of feelings, like a lot of things that you have to look at, oh, why you feel this, and perhaps something that has not yet been solved, or maybe it's not about solving also, I don't know how to say the right word, like it's not yet look at, all the feeling and all the emotions. If we try to sit on it, like we don't want to see it, it's not that it's gonna go away. It's gonna be there, and it's gonna find a way to come out, because it's just gonna like, hey, look at me, I'm still here. And perhaps something you have to look through it. It's not like I'm still here, I feel like this is gonna bring me down and so on, but I'm still here because there's something you must learn. The emotion perhaps say, like the sadness was like, maybe you have to look at me and, wow, it's a spider. Sorry. Maybe you have to look at me and go through these feelings, and that you can come out of it, and that you don't feel that anymore in a certain time during your day, or during your week, or any time your daily life. So I actually agree on that, that you should not skip some certain emotion just because you want to reach into the certain emotion that you think is good. When you really go through all these emotions, we will learn. Myself also included. I'm learning this lifetime. As I say, I'm a student, and this lesson is endless. Like every time I meet people, have a conversation, and I felt like, wow, it's interesting that everyone have different way to working or facing or coping. I don't like this word so much, but have different way of seeing life or emotions, because we are just like a big platform ourselves to learn different thing about who we are, to learn our emotions, to learn how important it is to understand all levels inside of us, and all layers and all emotions that we have. And I find it's interesting not to skip. And I think there's so many ways to express your emotion. Like, I also have a friend who actually he's working with the mask, and like a mask healing. So what he shared is that, I remember one evening after the performance, and I feel sad, like also all of a sudden the sadness just arise. But when I'm with people, I couldn't feel that, because everyone have their own emotion. Everyone have their own feelings that they want to share, and it's so beautiful because we come together and we share different kind of thoughts, different kind of feelings, and love and joy and love and tears, of course. And many times when you with people all the time, you kind of like blend in, and you didn't recognize your own feelings, your own emotion. And I remember after that performance, I all of a sudden I felt alone and sad. I asked myself, what am I doing here in a big city? Like, what am I doing in Bangkok? And doing this performance is like what I love to do, but it's just like the question of, I have this melancholic that I'm from Bangkok, I live here and grow up here, but somehow I don't have a home. And living in the theater, everyone in my surrounding, all the performers, my teacher, and people who come on my pathway, they are my family. But inside of me, I yearn for my family. Not that my father and my mother have to give me love, but to just like, it would be nice if I see them sometime. It would be nice if my dad would have time to come to the theater to see me perform, or at least just we go to eat something together. Just like this, wanting something that out of my control, like if you're wanting something that in your control is not the right word, but in this case, meaning that something that you can give to yourself. Like if I want to go to this place, I can give this to myself. Why did you look at the spider just trying? I don't know if you see it. It was just climbing down to the camera. Anyway, I hope the construction is not too loud. So, I mean, if I want something, I want to go somewhere, I could give this to myself because I am the one who make a decision where I want to go, what I want to do. But if I want something from someone else, even my family, like I want my dad to do these certain things so that I feel good, then I'm expecting something from someone who I have no control, like who I cannot expect to do things that I would love him to do. So then I think this sadness somehow come back to me, even though like, sometimes it's coming back because I feel like it's just more like not blaming or not like expecting, but it's like the yearning of, oh, it would be nice. Then the sadness came, and then I tell my friend, okay, let's go to do something. Let's go watch a movie. Let's go dance. Let's go do something. And I remember that was the first time I hear someone say such thing. I was 28 years old. It was 10 years ago, actually. He said to me, you feeling sad? It's like, yeah, I'm feeling sad. Let's do something. And he said, you feeling sad? Then going to the studio and be alone. And I was like, no, I want to go somewhere, do something. And he said, no, you're going to the room and be with yourself. And the studio, like a dancing studio, you have all the mirror, all the 3 direction, like mirror just around you for, see yourself when you dance. And then he said, go into the room and just stand there by yourself until you know why this sadness came. And I said, what about it's never go away? Like, I don't want to be in that room in the mirror and just wait for the sadness to come to tell me. He said, no, you have to. This is part of your work, and this is part of my work, that I'm here as your friend. And believe me, you just have to do this. I will be out here when the sadness tell you why it's there. Then you can come out. Then we can go eat something. And I was like, are you serious? Like, yes, I'm serious. Go inside. And then he locked the door. Not locked the door, but he closed the door. More like, I have a choice to come out, of course. Like, the door is locked from inside. I have the choice to come out. But in that moment, when I make a decision to go in that studio and meet with my sadness, it was so interesting. I felt like, wow, I closed the door, and all that I see is my own reflection in the mirror. And I start to cry. Like, I look at my eyes and I see this little girl who actually yearning for the love from me, not from my dad, and just wanted to tell me that it's okay. She's more like, I want to tell you that I love you, and you feel sad because you feel sad, or I feel sad because you didn't have time to see me. And yeah, it was very deep connection to my inner self. And the funny part is that I didn't have to stay inside long time. I was just like, almost immediately, as soon as I sat down, I look at myself, the reflection of myself in the mirror, and then I see and I feel. Most of the time I'm more like I feel, and and all of this sadness, my tears, and in that moment become my best friend. It's become my mentor, become my healer, my master. And from that moment on, I recognize how powerful we are just to face with what we have, what we feel inside. You know, I think everything in our life moved by feelings, and if we run away from a certain feeling, a certain emotion, then we are kind of skip the class, you know. So today video, I actually didn't plan to share with you this story. I just have a feeling I want to come out. I take my camera, I want to show you around, and this, when the moment I work here, something tell me like, let's talk about emotion. And then this story came. I want to thank you for remind me. As soon as I'm sitting here, I just feel like I be open, and somehow the intention of sharing with you my healing journey is bring out or bring back this memory, and it is very priceless. I mean, this is so precious to me when I think of that moment when I meet my own self in that day that I feel so sad, and I come out with so much, like my smile get even bigger. I don't even know how to explain. Like I was like, I come out, and then my friend was like, what? You're done with your sadness? And I was like, yeah, I was surprised. I thought I gonna have to stay there for all weekend. And he said, okay, you look totally different. Let's go have some food. And that's how the conversation goes, and how the meeting went. It was very nice. I wanted to ask you if you can pick up anything from this story or this sharing that I'm sharing with you now. Please comment down below or write to me email, because I would like to know also how you cope with your, or how you meet with your emotions, with your feeling, and what do you think about all that I'm sharing here. So yeah, let's chat about this a little bit, and I see you next time. Comment below what you'd like me to talk next. I know already I have so much to share with you, but if you have any idea, just let me know. And if you enjoy this video, you can also share with your friend if you think that this video would benefit those who you love, who you care. Just feel free to share with them. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, you can do also. I think I'm gonna post this in my EarthSky. I have like 3 YouTube channels. One channel is all about crochet. I teach people to crochet, and also more and more adding meditation into the crochet class. And another channel is about my, like a talking like this, but I think I want to add this in my EarthSky. You know, I'm sitting here and just so hard for me to keep looking on the camera all the time, or the lens all the time, because like the leaf is falling down, the spider is climbing down, the bird is singing, and I was like, and the water. So I'm just trying to be focused here, but so many things moving around me. And another thing I want to say that I also have a website, earthsky.com, and I will put this video also in my love letter, which I do my best to send out every Monday. And if you are not yet part of our tribe, our family, you can also sign up. I put all the link for you under this video in description box. And there's one more thing is new. I just created last week after I'm not sure last week or this week, maybe this week. After the woman retreat, and the woman retreat was amazing. I'm so blessed by this beautiful encounter with all of my sisters, and like, wow, just mind-blowing to see everyone is so true. And I can just sitting here and talk about this retreat. But what I wanted to say to you, after this retreat, I create another mailing list called Love Warrior, Sisterhood, Womb Awakening. And this is only for women. So if you would like to be part of this, either you have been working with me in the past, or you have never worked with me before, you can join us in this list. And I send out also the letter only for women, and talking more in depth about womanhood, let's say. But the love letter is for everybody. All right, I see you next time, and stay beautiful inside, and allow this joy, this love, this light shine through your smile, your eyes. And yeah, listen to your emotions, listen to all emotions in you. And I see you next time. Bye bye. สวัสดีค่ะ